y'all doing? How's the con so far?
Amazing.
Great, yeah.
It's kind of a weird, like, it feels like high school reunion because there's so many people here that we'll be like walking down an aisle and I feel like I have to hug everybody, and it's a lot of our last con of the year too, so it's very fitting.
Yeah, a bunch of you have been in a bunch of different shows, so I assume y'all know like a bunch of different people. I'm gonna kind of go one at a time and just ask y'all some questions, some about Chainsaw Man, some about random stuff. Lindsay, shall we start?
Sure.
I just want to know, you're Pochita. Adorable. An adorable character. We all agree? Yes? We all love Pochita. Is that the cutest character you've ever voiced? Or
Hands down.
Hands down.
Absolutely. And I've voiced some cute characters, but nothing compares to
What are
Pochita.
some characters that could maybe compete
Oh,
in the cute
man.
category?
Let's see. The Moke and Toilet Bound Hanaka-kun. Those are pretty cute. Let's see. What other... Oh, this is not a well-known show, but there's a show called Endro. And I play this little, like, baby dragon thing.
That sounds cute.
Kind of, and he's kind of like a demon-y kind of character that's cute, so it's similar in that way. Very cute, but yeah, no, nothing really compares to Pochita.
I feel like he's the greatest mascot that's
Of
ever
all
existed.
time, that will ever be. Yeah.
And like he's mainly only in like one episode for like a solid amount of time, right? But like he is everywhere.
He's in more than one episode, damn it. People love to come up to my table and be like, Pochita talks? Pochita has a voice?
Yes.
I'm like,
yes, he does.
I'm glad it was so memorable for you.
Reagan,
Oh,
we were just talking about this off stage, so I'll ask you about it. What's your type of music? You have a Linkin Park shirt on. Would that summarize it, or?
It's a very good chunk of it is kind of that early 2000s new metal, but I'm very much a classic heavy metal guy. Judas Priest is my favorite band of all time. Let's go. Sabbath, Accept, Dio, all them. That's generally where I hang out. But honestly, like I kind of listen to just about everything, so it's hard to pin down.
He also sings opera. He
Let's
buries
talk
the
about
lead.
that. You sing opera, actually?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Can we see that anywhere? Is that online
Is
anywhere?
that not the most Aki thing you've ever heard?
I don't believe so. I kind of leave that to the people who are much better equipped than me.
Fair enough.
He has a beautiful voice. It's insane.
You play Paolo in My Hero Academia?
In the new movie, yeah.
Yeah, in the new movie. Has anyone seen the My Hero new movie? It's great. You should check it out. In that movie, your character has the ability to like create a dome that erases quirks, basically.
Eat your heart out, Aizawa.
Yes. What if you could make one thing disappear in a mile radius around you? What would you just not want around you?
People playing music on their own personal speakers. If I'm on
Excellent
an
answer.
elevator, I don't want to be hearing your TikToks going off.
Yes.
If I'm on like a public transit, no, I thank you for asking, but I would very much not like to listen to your trap music.
We've created headphones and AirPods for a reason.
Thank you.
Put them in, yes. I want you to rank Aki's hairstyle 1 through 10.
10, 11,
Yeah, right?
Let's go.
He's got I think it's pretty iconic.
I certainly can't replicate it.
Okay, rank your own hairstyle 1 through 10. What are you giving yourself?
Well, you know what? As far as things working for me, it's got to be a 10. I don't know how many of you gentlemen out there have grown your hair out to this length, but trust me, it feels amazing.
You should try it out.
Taking care of it doesn't, though.
True. Suzie, how's it going? Share. Perfect.
Oh, okay, now it works.
Makima, correct?
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
You're also a voice in Final Fantasy
I am.
and Fortnite?
Yes.
Do you-
Apparently.
Do you play any games yourself?
I do. I
What
do
do you
actually play a bunch. Nowadays, not so much, but I was a huge RPG fan. I grew up with Final Fantasy. I loved Kingdom Hearts. But recently, I've been playing a game called Zenless Zone Zero, if anyone knows. I voiced Piper in that, so it's been really fun. I really like combat types of games. Yeah.
Do you play video games to relax, or what? Like, what do you do to relax?
What do I do to relax? I don't know. I sleep.
Like, I've never relaxed. Yeah.
No. I love playing video games though. I wouldn't say they relax me because they're fighting games.
I was about to say,
but I get
they
hyped.
sound violent.
I hype doing that. Yeah.
Speaking of violence, Makima has a scene, and it's a pretty brutal scene where, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure we've all seen it. She crushes people with the hand motion, yes. I was just wondering, are you the kind of person to watch that and be like, that's freaking sick, I love this? Or are you the kind of person to be like, this is kind of gross, but I have to voice it anyway?
So during the recording of that actual scene, I was looking at my director, Mike. I was like, Mike, do we have to watch this again? There's no lip flaps. Do you have to? Do we have to preview this? It's okay. I just say, you know, a few words, right? Like, the engineer can shift that, right? Like, it's fine.
You know, everyone can answer this one. Which do we think is grosser, Makima exploding human beings, or the vomit scene? I'm thinking the vomit scene.
I haven't watched either scene.
Oh no,
So
It's
I
pretty terrible.
You
can't
watch
comment.
the clips. You have to at least watch.
Okay, send them to me. I'll watch them.
Okay.
The Himeno scene's way worse.
Way worse.
Way worse.
I would say so. At least you're done with it once you're squished.
But like, based on what you're describing, so it's between humans exploding and
One character
And
vomiting.
someone offering to kiss you and then barfing in your mouth.
yeah, that's way grosser.
And then that character proceeding to swallow said vomit.
No,
Yeah.
that's the grosser one. I don't even need to watch it to know.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, Ryan.
Speaking of,
Yes.
Speaking of gross things, no, not at all.
A little random, but are you a Star Wars guy?
yeah. I mean, I'm so not up to date on like the last maybe decade of Star Wars stuff because I haven't watched any of the shows, but like the original trilogy and then, you know, the movies since then, like that original trilogy I didn't own it on purpose so that I would rent them every now and then, like all at once, and just like spend a night with them. It was very devoted. I would dress up as Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker all the time, and yeah, totally.
So I assume your favorites are the original trilogy. Do you have a favorite character?
You know, for a long time it was Boba Fett because there was so little information about him and he just seemed so cool, and I love the bounty hunter stuff. But I think, you know, the older I get, the more I just vibe with Yoda. My dude just like, he just wants to, you know, sleep, eat, just live the chill life in a swamp, and like is gonna mess with you plenty.
Yeah. So Denji, a lot of people love Denji. He's a very, I don't want to say simple character because he is not.
No, yeah.
But his motivations can come across as simple. He knows what he
They
wants.
come across as simple for
Correct,
sure, yeah.
Right. Is there a way you relate to Denji and a way that you are just completely different?
Yeah, totally. When I first found the manga, they all know this story way too well. When I first found the manga, I was living in a garage unit apartment behind a house that didn't have a kitchen, and I had a hot plate on like a table, and I put my voiceover booth next to my fridge, and I had to unplug my fridge anytime I needed to do an audition or a session or anything. So I was living in some pretty small, tight spaces by myself, and it was very feral. I was a broke musician for years. I have always kind of existed in a survival kind of mentality, and when I found the manga, I was in a really weird headspace because even though I was working full time and loving my career, I was not only stuck in this little place, but it was during the pandemic, so I was alone, and there was no access to the outside world outside of the internet, which was a very, you know, weird way to communicate to people when there was no other access. And when I found this manga, it spoke to me so deeply through Denji's story of seeing him in that space and seeing how he would wake up every day and still have the resilience and the hope that if he just keeps putting one foot in front of the other, he's going to find a better day, a better version of the life he's stuck in. And it hit me really, really hard. And I fell in love with him as a character, and I fell in love with his journey and his struggles, and I felt really protective of him. And you know, there are plenty of choices that he makes that I wouldn't necessarily make directly, but he's never been given any affection. He has no education, and I think he's a far more intelligent character than he even realized. He's incredibly deep and layered, and does not fully know how to express the things that he wants to be able to express. And I have definitely been that kind of a person where I don't know how to like let my feelings out, and I feel like I have grown so much in the last few years and found ways to be more open and honest about myself. And that's, I think, where me and Denji differ now, is he's really still kind of locked in and trying to find himself. But I never look at him from a place of judgment. I think he's such a beautiful, special character, and I actually find myself getting really defensive when people label him, as like, this simple, pervy, whatever kind of character, because it's so, there's no indication of that in how he handles himself, and the things that are put upon him constantly. We're just seeing this kid dealing with trauma all the time, and abuse, and people taking advantage of him, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him like find his empowerment. But yeah, I relate to him way too much, I think.
That was a great answer. This is gonna be for everyone. Would you ever cosplay a Chainsaw Man character?
We loosely did, actually.
Yeah?
So when we
We
premiered
did.
the first episode 2 years ago at New York Comic Con, we rolled out in Devil Hunter garb and went full on.
Those pictures were so cute of you guys. They were.
I still
We
have
were like,
them on my
should we do it? Should we do it?
Yeah.
We should.
Sarah she brought the horns, she had the sweatshirt on. Yeah, Stella. I've had, someone made me the helmet. I've definitely taken pictures wearing it, and I feel really cool in it.
So we're gonna end with a little kind of game. I've got two of them. On my YouTube channel, I put a poll out, and I asked the audience to vote, and y'all are gonna try to guess what you think the audience voted on. Okay, and y'all can play along as well. So I've got two. I asked basically who is the best Chainsaw Man character? Who's your favorite? And the four that I put were Denji, Power, Aki, and Makima. So who do y'all think got first?
I think Power.
Power.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Power.
Power.
If Pochita was on there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was like, okay, wow.
would have been a sweep. Would have been a sweep. Do y'all have favorites with Power? We got some Powers at the beginning of the session. She was actually second.
Wow.
Denji took it away.
Main character syndrome.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
sure.
So Denji got 65% of the vote to himself. Then it was
Wow,
Power.
That's impressive.
The surprising one to me was Aki was third.
Well, Aki is incredible. I rave about Aki constantly.
Aki's
When
great.
people ask me who my favorite character is outside of Denji, I think Aki is so compelling because he's the only, like, quote, normal person in this universe, and like he's going through just as much horrible shit, but he has to internalize it and like wear this different energy to like play big brother and play responsible, and that's such a difficult thing to do, and Reagan does it so beautifully. I think what's amazing about Power being such a popular character, we all love her, is by all accounts, if that character, not Power, but the character, the way she is written in any other form of media, you have a homophobic, racist, like she hates everyone and everything. She is cruel. Like everything about her is a negative and something that would make us not like a person, and yet she is undeniably lovable. And that is a magic trick.
Yeah, that's some incredible writing
Yeah,
to do
Exactly.
that.
I think if the poll was funniest character, I think Power would have run away.
Oh,
with it.
for
Yeah,
sure.
right? Okay, second one. This is my favorite. Which Chainsaw Man character would you want to babysit your kids? And
Gotta
it's-
be Aki.
I gave the same four, so it's Makima, Denji, Aki, and Power.
Absolutely.
Aki.
For sure.
Aki got 82% of the vote to himself. Yeah.
Everyone else is just child support is getting called.
And Makima was second, Denji was third, and Power wasn't last.
Wow.
Would you rather have Denji over Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Denji, the thing
Yeah.
about Denji is like, I think he like would pride himself on being like a good brother, you know? I think his intentions are pure and full of love, and he's looking for family, you know, he's looking to feel inclusive.
Playing music out loud, not allowed, put your headphones in.
I think he would be really good at it. I mean, he's seen him make plenty of mistakes. Aki's definitely the better choice, you know? But Makima's that's a choice.
That is an interesting choice. But with that said, I actually have to catch a flight.
Perfect timing.
Yes. Well,
Give them a round of applause. We are done.
Thank you guys,
Thank you guys
so much
so
for
much.
hanging out with us.
I didn't mean to end that.
Perfect.
We appreciate